guys, welcome back to the channel. Here he comes, and welcome back to another mid-May pickup video. Hey mate, gonna sit down, darling. He's getting in the habit of doing this now, and I'm gonna have to stop taking my little table out because he's just forever just doing this and not. No, darling. He started to wash himself. Yeah. Come on, mate. Come over here. Come on, sit there. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, this is the mid-May sort of pickup video. Hope you're all doing well. Just got in from work, and I just thought, well, I'll get this video done because, you know, I'll forget. Cheers, a quick cup of coffee, and away we go. Not a huge pickup video. There's a couple of music items. One is a holy grail of mine, and I'm just so chuffed to get it. And the rest are just sort of Blu-rays, mostly sort of horror movies. So we'll start with my holy grail because I'm dying to show you. Now, if you know me, you know who my favourite music artist is, right? You all know it's David Sylvian in Japan. Obviously, my favourite, my second favourite is Gary Newman, and my third favourite is David Bowie. I will do a top 10 of my favourite artists at some point. Anyway, I've got a David Sylvian release, which I might give it its own little video as well to see if it's worth any of you wanting to chase it up. And it's a live album, live in London, 1988. Now, this is released by a company called King Street. So I don't think it's an official company, but it's apparently the recording is phenomenal, and it's really, really cool what I've heard. I've heard little clippets of it, and a lot of people have said to me it's a really cool album. It is a double album. Like I said, I will give it its own video, I think, and review it once I've listened to it through. But it is a double CD, and I've managed to pick this up. You have no idea how happy I am to get this. It wasn't overly expensive. It was under £30. That's what I'm saying. So it's pretty good for a CD, for a collector's CD. I have seen it on eBay going for about sort of like between 45 and 50. But this chap was selling it for I think 29 or something like that. He said he bought it for his partner or wife, whatever, and they've only played it the once, and it wasn't for her. But cool, I was so made up for it. But anyway, I've managed to pick up one of my holy grails, one of my David Sylvian holy grails. So that's really cool. And the other music one, I'm so glad to get in my collection to continue my journey with my Slade collection. I've picked up another Slade album. You know how much I adore Slade. I've gone on about them so much on my channel. If you want to talk about underrated bands from the rock era, definitely Slade. I mean, everyone look at them as almost as a novelty sort of act, really, because of the Christmas song. But they're much more than that, guys. They're much more. They sort of like mixed pub rock with glam rock with heavy rock, and they just come out with this phenomenal sound. And Noddy's, it's got to be one of the most strongest vocalists out there, surely. Anyway, I picked up a live album, and it's called Live at New Victoria. Another one to add to my collection. Now, someone online was selling the box set of the live albums of Slade. It was after 50 quid, which, to be honest, is a really good price. But I've already got two. One of the albums in there's 5 albums in there, is almost like I believe to be almost like a bootleg sounding recording. And there was 2 other albums, and this is one of them. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna, because I've got 2, and I'll get this because this was about £10. I thought I'll get this. Then all I've got to do is pick up the other one. I'm not interested in the other one that's like a sort of a bootleg sounding one. I'm not really interested in that. I think I've got enough Slade stuff. If I manage to pick up the other one, that'd be really cool. I'll run through the track listing with you. Yeah, this is on the back of their Slade in Flame album and movie. They did a feature film called Slade in Flame, where Slade play a band called Flame. Really cool film. You need to check it out. Anyway, the track listing on this live concert is them kind of Them Kind of Monkeys Can't Swing, The Banging Man, which I love. I love The Banging Man. Goodbye to Jane, Far Far Away, Thanks for the Memory, Wham Bam, Thank You Ma'am. How does it feel? Just a little bit. Every day. Okay, yesterday was yesterday. Raining in my champagne. Let the good times roll. And Mama, we're all crazy now. So great little set list. A lot of tracks there from the In Flames, which is really, really cool. I'm sure I've reviewed that on my channel. I'm sure I've reviewed Slade in Flame. But I might do it again because that gives me an excuse to watch it again. Yeah, so really, really cool. I will do a Slade video at some point to show you what Slade albums I've got. I don't have many, but what I've got I love, and I'm just so glad to pick this up. This is the powerful live performance taken from their London show in April 1975. Jeez, I was about 8. So guys, that's my music pickups. Slade live at the New Victoria and David Sylvian live in London 88. You have no idea. Oh god, this is just so cool. It's so good. I won't go through the track listings with you. I will save it till I do the whole video. But it looks amazing. Amazing. So cool. Right, so now my Blu-ray pickups. I've got a few here. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do have some more on the way. So there will be another little pickup video coming. But yeah, I should have just saved it all in one. But do you know what? I quite like breaking it up, because sometimes I think when you get someone doing their pickup videos for May, and like you know who you are, you're watching me with two piles like this. If you're watching my channel, you know who you are, Mr. New York. It goes on so long, the video, that you know I don't have that much spare time to go through it all the time to watch someone that does like an hour pickup video. I just can't. So I'm going to try and break mine up into bits. First one is a film that I watched. When did I watch this? I think I watched it last night, and I've done a review. It come out on my channel, and it is the I don't know if it's the final story, but it's chapter 3 of The Strangers, which has come out I think last Monday, I believe. It might be this Monday. Yeah, it was this Monday, because I was off Monday and Tuesday. I'm thrown out with my days. Yeah, and I watched it. Really enjoyed it. There was a review coming on my channel, and it sort of like brings to an end a story, if you will. So yeah, so I managed to pick that up. Really cool. Carrying on, as you know how much I love Hammer films, guys, British Hammer. I picked up the third of a trilogy of films that Hammer made. I've already got 2. I've got Kiss of the Vampire, and I've got the other one that I've not recently just picked up and I've reviewed. What was it called? Twins of Evil. And so this is the last one of those. That's the Vampire Lovers. I managed to pick this up on Blu-ray at quite a good price. Really, really cool. Absolutely dead chuffed with that. So yeah, I managed to pick that up to complete my trilogy of vampire films. They run it like a trilogy. So yeah, really happy to get that. The next 3, I'm going to show you them, but then I'm going to give you a top-down look at them, because they're all pretty, not special editions as such, but they are special to me anyway. Continuing with Hammer, they've released a documentary as a release called Heroes, Legends and Monsters, and they've released it here in this nice sort of slipcase here. So I think we'll unbox that and have a little look. I don't think there's any booklets in there. They do have another set coming called Volume 1, which I do have on pre-order, which is out at the end of the month, and I will do a full unboxing of that. But yeah, we'll have a little look at this. I believe it's like a documentary, so we'll have a close down look at that. I bought a remake, which I tend to avoid, but as this remake was done by John Carpenter, I sort of thought I'd buy it, and it's the remake of The Village of the Damned. It's come in a really nice set, so I think we'll have a little look at that, which would be quite cool. So this is a remake of the classic sort of, I think it's 50s British sci-fi Village of the Damned. So it's a remake, and another classic 1950s sci-fi horror from the 1950s, obviously, that's just been released by BFI, and it's The Invaders from Mars Blu-ray. Now this has got a 4K release as well, but do you know what? I was quite happy with the Blu-ray. I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to pop for the Blu-ray because it's not a film that I, need on 4K, but it's great to have a copy of it in my collection. So what we're going to do, we're going to unbox those three. So let's not waste time. Let's have a deep down look at these releases. You're a good boy sitting with Daddy. Right, so here we are, guys. So as you can see, we've got a couple of little leggies here. Yeah, Sullivan's still on the table. So here we go. Let's first of all have a look at the Hammer one called Heroes, Legends and Monsters, which comes in quite an impressive case. It's got quite a few famous people, I think, in the video. We even have Caroline Munro there, who I believe she's going to be at the HorrorCon this year. If she is, I might take my Captain Cronus to get her to sign that. And obviously we've got Peters and Lee. Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. So this says it's narrated by Charles Dance. Hammer, Heroes, Legends and Monsters unearths the true story behind the travelling studio that changed horror cinema forever. From its humble beginnings, Hammer Films went to relative obscurity and global recognition thanks to a run of thrilling horror films that were loved by fans worldwide and remained influential to this day, featuring rare footage, untold stories and key insights from cast, crew and filmmakers and fans. This acclaimed feature-length documentary covers Hammer's turbulent history and lasting influence on the genre, within which it is rightfully revered. And you've also got special features of an alternative pre-broadcast version, extended interviews with John Logan, Martine Beswick and Madeline Smith, Caroline Munro and more, behind-the-scenes compilation and a trailer. So that's the release. So we'll open the actual disc. I probably won't be reviewing this on my channel. I don't think you'll be interested in watching me review a documentary about Hammer Films. So anyway, so we're on with the package. It's got a sort of nice little special kind of little slip case. So we take that off. Yeah, it's got a nice slip case because it's got an arched window, as you see when you remove it. Now, there's a wasted opportunity. They could have just put like an empty window, like a stained glass, or spider's webs on it or something. What a wasted opportunity that is. Yeah, when I saw this, what cool. I hope they do something in the background of that. No, they haven't. They just left it blank. That's a bit of a wasted opportunity. Very, very flimsy. The cover itself is very nice though. It's got a nice sort of like picture, and on the back we've already seen, and on the inside we've got two discs. We have disc 1, which is Blu-ray, and we have disc 2, which is Blu-ray. And in here we have them promoting some of their limited collector editions that they have out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of those. 7 there. No, 5. I got that one as well. So I've got 5 of those. So that's them just doing a advert for their other things, which is, it's okay. You know what I mean? But this is, again, this is what I was telling you about with Hammer. They will go all out on a special edition and remove like 6 discs, which you don't need. And then when they do something like this, they'll just do it pretty crappy, and pretty flimsy. So I do have another set on order called Volume 1. I'm just a bit dubious now if that's going to be any good. But yeah, it's still nice to have in the collection, just because I'm an absolutely huge Hammer film fan, and it would be good to sort of like have some sort of official kind of documentary release that is not within a film. But anyway, that is the release of that. That is embossed, which is quite nice. It might be worth picking up if you're a huge fan of Hammer. If not, then just be wary. Anyway, we're on to the BFI next with their release of Invaders from Mars. This is a pretty cool slipcase on the BFI label. I won't go through this because I will review it on my channel, but there is an absolute array of special features in there. It says this is a restored 4K from the original camera negative, so that's really cool. Great release that. So we'll have a look, see if this fares any better than the Hammer one. I'm sure it will. But yeah. So this is a classic sort of a post-War of the Worlds film. War of the Worlds came out before this, and this is sort of like off the heels of the success of Wars of the World. They started to make a load of these sort of sci-fi horror films. That's a tough old bit of plastic on there. Anyway, it's finally out. Lovely slipcase, really nice. I said on the back it gives you a synopsis, and it gives you the special features that are on this edition. It's 1953, and it runs for 18 minutes, which is quite a good length for a film of that age. So it comes with the same artwork on the case. Nothing on the back, just slightly different there. The back was the writing, not on the back there. So we'll have a look at the edition. So it comes with the film on a Blu-ray. It's really nice. Again, nothing on the inside, but that's okay because it does come with a booklet. Invaders from Mars attack planet Earth. So we've got an essay here from Dr. Deborah Allison. So a wonderful essay. BFI once again proven themselves to be an incredible. Now, Invaders of Mars, why couldn't they just release the whole comic book of that in there? That would have been very cool. So we've got loads of different essays and stuff in here. Sex and science fiction, okay. Iconic picture there, and then we have a breakdown of the credits and some original artwork there, original poster. And about the presentation, about the 4K presentation, who's worked on it, with some more of the eerie woods and some more sort of acknowledgements at the back. Very cool, lovely release there. See, Hammer, that's how you do it. You put a booklet in there to accompany your film or documentary. So that is the release of Invaders from Mars. So we'll finally look at the John Carpenter remaster of Village of the Damned, starring Christopher Reeves and Mark Hamill and Kirstie Alley. So top cast in this one. Again, I won't go through this because I say I'll probably bring it to my channel and we'll have a deep down look at this later on in the year. So we'll get into this one. This is a really nice release. It's released, is it by Fabulous? I can't remember who released this. Yeah, Fabulous Films. I've got a couple of releases of theirs now. Mind your bum bum, mate. Mind your bum bum. Remember, you're on my table. He's telling me off. So here is the wonderful cover. I think it comes with posters. We'll soon find out. Very tight. The quality of the box is not the best, but it's a lot better than the Hammer one. It's pretty cool quality, quite nice. So we do have a set of art cards here, which we will endeavour to very carefully take this off so I can show you the art cards. So when I do go through this, review it on my channel, what I'll do, I'll just mostly go through the special features of the disc. So we got these lobby cards, which are quite nice. Little picture. Oh, God, looks like me. When I was little, not now, obviously, guys. That's pretty cool. I've got some nice art cards in here. Is it dark or is it me? The only problem is if I put that on, we've got the glare, haven't we? Yeah, I'll leave that off. It's a horrible weather today. Really, really horrible. We've had nothing but rain all day. Here we are in the midst of May and it feels like we're in November. Right, so I'm going to pop those back into their little cover thing to keep them nice. So it comes with a nice set of art cards. We've got the film, like I said, they're on Blu-ray, and it does have a poster. So we'll try and have a little look at this. Oh, we've got the original artwork, I think, and the new commissioned artwork. Just give me a second, guys, I'm just opening it. So we have one that looks a little bit like, if I bring this up slightly, we have one that looks like this, don't know if you can see it, and we have one of the new artwork. That's pretty cool. At least it comes with a poster, it comes with art cards, it comes with a slipcase. So this is a really cool release from Fabulous Films, so well done to them. Really cool. And we've got an advert in here of other releases, mostly children's things like Paddington and the Clangers and stuff like that. But hey, that's still pretty cool. Happy with that. So we'll pop all these away in its wonderful slipcase. Art cards, oversized art cards, I must emphasize as well. They are oversized. And there we go, guys. So that is a closer look at those three releases. So there we are, guys. There's me saying, oh, these pickup videos go on too long. Mine's gone on pretty long, but I wanted to show you these really cool sort of releases that I received, really, especially these sort of new kind of limited ones, if you will. They look really nice, especially these two. That one's okay, but again, but I'm just saying, I know I'm whinging about that because I just think that that's a wasted opportunity right there, right? You could have had a nice picture in the back there, even if it was just like of a castle in the background, you know, like the Dracula's castle or whatever. Just would have made it a bit more detail, but they've done that. And to be honest, for a documentary, that's still pretty nice. I've got a few 101 film documentaries of Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, but they're not as lavish as that, but they're still cool. Anyway, guys, I won't waste any more of your time. These on pickups. There is, like I said, I've got about another 4 films on the way, so I'll give them their own shout out when they arrive. Massive shout out to my lads. See you soon, guys.